Hello, hi, thank you for joining me. My name is Claire and I'm doing a 2-card tarot reading for you today. It's the 22nd of December, but if you're seeing this and it isn't for you, the 22nd of December, just take it as a message that is for you at your particular time, whenever you see it, and I hope that it guides you and resonates with you in some way. Okay, we've got a lot of energy going on at the moment. We've just moved into Capricorn season and we have a new moon coming up tomorrow. That happened last month as well. We just moved into Sagittarius season and we had a new moon almost straight away. And I do feel for both of these months, it's like they can't wait to give us these new beginnings and new messages that are coming in that we would normally associate with a new moon. So we've also got, we're still in Mars retrograde. I don't know if you remember, but that's been going on since October and it will continue to the 12th of January. And we've got also Mercury, card just fell on the floor, that's our first card, I'll get it in a second. So we also got Mercury retrograde coming up next week. So I feel like, you know, we're getting ready for a whole new chapter. So let's see what this card is. Okay, it's the Queen of Swords. I love the Queen of Swords. Many people do refer to me as the Queen of Swords sometimes. She's certainly somebody that doesn't suffer fools and will say what she thinks, and it can just maybe tinge into this bit of sarcasm and a little bit of rudeness, you know, it's harsh words sometimes, but always truthful. So anyone that knows me knows that I do like to speak the truth, even if it does get me in trouble sometimes. Okay. So what I'm getting from the Queen of Swords is the idea of being true to yourself. That's the one thing that the Queen of Swords does need to be. And she gets a bit of a bad rap, really, because, as I say, you look at the other queen, the Queen of Wands is a very sociable person, and the Queen of Pentacles, it's this kind of abundance around her. Obviously, the Queen of Cups is very emotional. And this lady can almost seem a bit standoffish, but sometimes I feel that that is a necessary thing to do. I suppose the negative aspect of the Queen of Swords is that she's retreated so far back. She's in almost quite an inhospitable place there, and it can look quite lonely. But I do feel sometimes that in our lives, it can be a preferred place to be in that kind of solitude than having to deal with people that really do not serve us. And it can be quite harsh, yes, but the reason is because over the years, that girl, this Queen of Swords, or, you know, if it's resonating with you, has had so many knocks and disappointments that they're a little bit disillusioned with people and would actually rather just keep them at a distance. So that's kind of her backstory, if you like. However, she's got a real lot of love to give. And I don't think that often comes across with the Queen of Swords. But she's just not going to waste her time giving it to the wrong people. You know, why would you? She's done that, been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. And she can often be associated as somebody that's divorced, or somebody that is in a very sort of high-powered job, maybe a lawyer or a head teacher, or somebody that really does have to have a very good code of ethics and stand by, you know, being that sort of person that people look up to, which consequently then can create a little bit of a gap. All right, so why is she coming in? So we've got this kind of message of, I feel like the distance is important, but I think that's necessary barriers that we have to put in. And as obviously this is a run up to Christmas, sometimes we do have to put barriers in, don't we? Sometimes we are coming into contact with people that we don't see all year for good reason. And then we're sort of spending time with them. Now, yeah, so bear that in mind if that does resonate with you as you move towards the end of this week and the Christmas season. But I'm going to pick another card before I say anything else. Okay. Do you know, I feel like this is the same lady. This is how she's perceived, but this is actually who she is when people don't see it. And I'm getting that image of the teacher or the lawyer or that sort of professional person that has this kind of guise, but then they go home and they chill out and they've got, you know, she's got bowl of fruit there, but I just feel like, yeah, I'm in my pajamas, I'm watching the telly, and I'm happy with who I am, and I'm self-sufficient, and I've got everything I need to be content. It's two sides of the same person, isn't it? How many people you come into contact in a day with, and the impressions that they get of you. Yeah, so you know, your family may think of you in one sense, your work colleagues might think of you in another sense. I think we all do give off a persona, and sometimes we do have to be that very tough Queen of Swords. But I feel this Seven of Pentacles is the person that you know you really are. When, you know, the door is closed and you're in your home, either on your own or with your pets or with the people that you choose to be with. Okay, and that is a very abundant person that is self-sufficient, has everything they need, and is quite content. I guess the message is in this card, I feel like it's how it's the idea of not really caring what other people think about us if we're happy. There's always going to be someone, oh, you know, you're a bit rude and you're a bit standard. Yeah, you know what, if that's what you think of me, I just want to say, don't waste your time trying to prove to people the person that you really are. I used to do that a lot, actually, and I really resonate with that. I had a situation this year where I came into contact with an estranged family member who had preconceived ideas of who I was based on the person that they knew when I was about 20. Well, you know what? I'm not 20 anymore, as you can see by my little white streaks that are completely natural, Christina. You know what? I didn't waste my time. I did not waste my time trying to get that person to see that actually I was me. They didn't deserve my energy. And I feel that that was a really harsh lesson for me to learn, but it's made me more content than ever of being who I am. So I'm passing that message on to you, that was my experience, because I really feel that, you know, in all of our lives, we all come into contact with that. So, you know, if somebody thinks you're a little bit off or whatever, and you're just being you, it says more about them than it does you, really. And if you are this person that's perfectly happy with who you are and the life you've got, then to hell with what anyone else thinks. Now, it's interesting because this is the retrograde period, so we do get a lot of issues with communications, misunderstandings, but if you're being true and your authentic self, then there's nothing else you can really do about it, is there? Just choose where you spend your energy and what you the people that you're trying to argue with you, just decide whether it's worth your time or not, I think is another little message. So I hope that really does resonate with you. Now, I'll be back again tomorrow for a new moon special. I'll be doing a tarot reading for the new moon, and it will actually just be my last reading just before I finish for Christmas, because I'm going to give myself a little break. I think I've done 70 videos since I started this in October, and I think I've only missed a couple of daily ones. So I'm going to give myself a well-deserved break to go and be that person that we just spoke about, sitting in front of the telly with a big bowl of probably not fruit, to be honest. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you then. Bye.